up, YouTube viewers? My name is Kiss, and welcome back to KTV Network. Today I'm reacting to trans actor Hunter Schafer to play Zelda. Disaster for Nintendo. Okay, I have a few thoughts on this. I know a lot of people are disagreeing with this, but let me share my points and my thoughts here. I feel like, because of the first off, I have to say that Hunter, even though he's trans or tranny, whatever you want to say, I don't really give a fuck if you get mad about that word. I feel like he has the look for either Zelda or Link. Okay, don't wait, just hang on. But because of this current social climate that's going on, this pendulum swinging, and this the erasure of women that's going on in sports, that's going on with the lingo that's been happening. Instead of calling it the menstrual cycle, they're calling women bleeders. So it's like the dehumanization of women and allowing men into women's spaces, like gyms and toilets and stuff like that, public restrooms. We're now in this sensitive culture, you know? Like, I feel like this wouldn't be a problem 10 years ago, because actors are supposed to, you know, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to pretend to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I feel like acting has lost its meaning quite a bit, because, you know, you're supposed to pretend. But I can understand, you know, I can understand if you're not, how this will spell disaster. So, those are just my 2 cents. I'm neither okay or not okay with it. I don't care. People are gonna do what they're gonna want to do. The casting directors are gonna do what they want to do. If this is your fight, I believe in you, and, you know, I hope that you get the Zelda that you want and the Link that you want. But let's see what Ryan Kendall has to say. Let's watch. And yes, I feel like this wouldn't be a problem 10 years ago, prior to the woke nonsense that's been shoved down our fucking throats. Excuse me for cursing, but let's continue.
On the heels of the big success from the Super Mario Brothers movie, a lot of people were wondering if this was going to be the start of some sort of Nintendo cinematic universe with a bunch of the different IPs and characters that they have. And shortly after that, we heard a Legend of Zelda movie was announced, but shockingly, at least to a lot of people, it was going to be a live-action movie that they were working on. And some Zelda fans out there, they were hyped. They're like, I'd love to see Zelda live-action. I'd love to see a Zelda movie. Bring it on. But those very same people who might have been super excited, not sure if that's the case if this rumored casting comes true. Today, a big rumor is going around about Hunter Schafer reportedly being eyed to play Princess Zelda.
And it's crazy about all these trans and their names, like Hunter Schafer. Like, your balls are chafing. Like Courtney Cox. Laverne Cox, excuse me, not Courtney. Cox. You know, like, that's crazy.
In the live-action Legend of Zelda film. There's a problem with that, because Hunter Schafer, very openly, is a trans actress. Hunter Schafer is a man. In fact,
I feel like if Hunter Schafer pretended to be a woman, a lot of people wouldn't be able to tell. Kind of like like Sandra Bullock's. You know what I'm saying? I have my theory that she is a secret trans. Very pretty when she first came out. Very, very pretty. He or she or whatever. I don't know. But, like, a lot of these Hollywood actors are undercover. Okay? That's if you want to say that I'm wearing my tinfoil hat, go ahead. But Hollywood is super gay, and that wouldn't surprise me at all. Especially if you know your skeletal anatomy, okay? You're able to put that together. Women have hip bones. Where are the hip bones?
Not that long ago, we talked about Hunter Schafer having a meltdown because he had to put that he was male.
And the clavicles are a tell too.
on his passport because of the new administration. Hunter Schafer, a man, to play Princess Zelda in Nintendo's live-action adaptation. Let's look into this. Trans actor Hunter Schafer rumored for Princess Zelda. A big rumor hits the net that trans actor Hunter Schafer is being eyed to play Princess Zelda in Nintendo's upcoming live-action Zelda movie currently in development. Now, I will say it's coming from Daniel RPK. I think about half of what he posts is absolute nonsense bullshit made up, and half of what he posts turns out to be true, usually reported by somebody else first. The rumor comes via scooper Daniel RPK, who recently dropped all those leaks for the Marvel Vision series coming to Disney+. We'll have to keep an eye on this one to see if it's actually true. Hunter Schafer is known for HBO's Euphoria, Hunger Games, I think was in the Hunger Games Songbirds, A Ballad, and Snakes that not a lot of people watched. It will be starring Amazon's Blade Runner 2099 series. The actor also revealed his newly issued U.S. passport lists him as a male, despite identifying and selecting female on the application. Now, the only thing I've seen Hunter Schafer in is in Euphoria, where Hunter Schafer plays a transgender person, a man who identifies as a woman. Hey, if there's a role out there, if that's in your story, that sounds like the perfect role for you. I don't know about Princess Zelda, however. And there's the same thing we just talked about. The live-action Legend of Zelda movie is officially in
But like I said, if he was in the closet, this wouldn't be an issue. Because everybody would be fooled that he's a woman.
development, with Nintendo teaming up with Sony.
Almost everybody.
To bring the iconic video game franchise to the big screen. Now, for a while, we've heard things like activists out there, you know, the pronoun crowd, all these freaks that are out there only on social media but don't actually show up to movies, right? They have been huge advocates of Hunter Schafer playing Zelda. And I think that was because a year ago or something, Hunter Schafer got asked about this and was like, yeah, I look kind of like an elf and I played that video game. That'd be really cool if I got to be Zelda in a movie at some point in time. They latched onto that and they've put all this stuff out there. This point, it's pretty early in the process. This movie isn't supposed to come out till 2027, which probably does mean they should be gearing up and figuring out who's going to play these characters soon. If this is actually what they do, if this is reality, if this is something that Nintendo or Sony are actually considering,
it's going to hurt their IP.
Buckle the fuck up. Because what the hell are we doing? Do I really need to say much more than that? Is there much more description that needs to go into that? Princess Zelda's a woman. Hunter Schafer identifies as a woman. And I don't think that casting is going to work out well if that's the direction that they go. Especially considering that all the people who tweet about this, who like things on social media, who start campaigns for this stuff, they never seem to show up to the movies themselves, do they? It's almost like those activists who are begging for this progressive representation. It's almost like there's not very many of them. And if they do this, it's going to turn off a lot of fans. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button. Subscribe to.
Yeah. Well, I already gave you my thoughts. So let me know what you think about this video down in the comments below. Let me know what other gaming videos you want me to react to. Like and subscribe if you vibe. Come to YouTube today. And I will see you guys on live streams really soon. Take care. Bye.